Hey guys,
I,
welcome back to the Aftermath podcast. My name is Oxo, and today we're gonna be talking about the. Sorry, can we start again?
no, we can't. It's live.
We're gonna be talking about some really interesting foreign films and shows that we've been watching
Yeah,
recently. But John, my co-host, he has some pop culture news for us.
you have some very hot pop culture news. You
Very
know,
interesting
coming,
pop
coming.
culture news. Controversial,
Interesting.
I would say.
Yes, very controversial. Very controversial. At first, at first we have the White Lives Matter
White Lives Matter.
moment
That's
from Kanye West.
where did that come
He
from?
started stirring the pot again in pop culture, as you can
As
see.
usual. Yeah.
He's he's playing the media like a fiddle, bro. Do you know what I think this whole thing's about? It's about his deal with Adidas, and
Oh,
him
okay.
saying all this outrageous shit will make them rethink their partnership twice. And I
Right.
saw it on his Instagram as well.
Yeah.
I saw on his Instagram like he was trolling Adidas and he was
Oh,
trolling
okay.
like the media and stuff. You know, like when people troll, they use like the words and like the type of language they use
Yeah, yeah,
is
yeah. I
very
understand.
polished and looks like it's not their true self. And
Sure.
sort of this one T-shirt that he got, it got a reply from Adidas. That's the first time anyone's seen a reply from Adidas,
Right.
like from
Okay.
Adidas Originals. And they're just like,
Wait,
because of
can
this.
you what's the deal with Adidas and I don't understand. Did they have like
So
an
what
agreement and
happened?
he was out of it or something?
Yeah. So what happened when Kanye was trying to build the Yeezy brand? He needed a manufacturer, right, to
Yeah.
manufacture all his items and stuff. And
Mm,
Nike wouldn't cut him a deal where he got the profit share of the money as well. But Adidas gave him
sure.
a deal, and they gave him the
Yeah.
infrastructure to build his own fashion brand.
Mm,
And they did that. But after a few years, you could see that Adidas was implementing his designs into their apparel
mm.
without his permission. So it's sort of like in-house design or stealing. Like imagine if you have a
Oh, okay,
collaboration
fair
with
enough.
another brand and you take their
Sure.
design because you're the bigger brand. You're
Right.
Adidas, right? And Yeezy is just
Sure. Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
a small brand, but it's getting
Yeah.
there. Kanye, Yeezy is getting really, it's getting really popular. Like you, even you know it. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm,
even people,
yeah.
people like people back home and stuff, they know that shit too. I'm like,
Mhm.
whoa, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's becoming real worldwide, and you can't deny with Kanye being in collaboration with Adidas, it has definitely given Adidas some sort of brand recognition across
Yeah.
the world, especially maybe with the American audience. And
Yeah.
a lot of culture, pop culture is influenced by the Americans. So there's that.
Yeah.
And it's very interesting to see how through controversy, Kanye is
Mm.
able to like do chess moves and get
Okay.
out of his deal. You know what I'm saying? Like in
Right,
his
right.
deal, you know what happened? In his deal, Adidas put a restraining order on Kanye in the sense that he couldn't wear anything
Mm. Adidas
that's
just put a restraint.
not a
How does that work?
restraining order.
Like, I thought that was.
During the court case, he can't wear
Yeah.
any easy apparel and stuff. So
Oh, okay,
and they
sure.
specified what he can't wear. Like he can't wear the
Yeah.
shoes, he can't wear this, he can't wear
Okay.
that. So you know what he did?
That's kind of
He
petty.
designed
No.
a Yeezy slippers,
Yeah.
not the slides, like actual
Oh, okay.
slippers. You know the ones
Right,
he
right.
used. Like
Oh,
I'll
no,
use it
yeah,
like
yeah,
in
sure.
yeah, like the Bata slippers. And he designed those, and he started wearing that. Dude, he's such a
Oh, okay.
troll, bro. I think I think what's so funny is seeing the reaction to all this shit. It's
Yeah,
just
right,
hilarious, and I
right,
love seeing this stuff, bro. It's funny.
right.
I don't know. I
But
love this shit.
what's the why life matter thing in general? Like, I know that he's quite active on Instagram these days, and
Yeah,
he will like post stuff, and he'll like delete the post later.
yeah,
And the first post I saw was like the kind of like controversial dress, like the
yeah,
spray on 3D printed dress, and
yeah.
he posted that a picture of Bella Hadid and the her like the dress being printed on her, and then he wrote "White Lives Matter." What is that about? I
White
didn't quite
lives.
understand that.
I think he's using the controversy around the statement that white lives matter instead of Black Lives Matter
Right.
is for him to get attention and sort of for him a way to get rid of Adidas as a brand partner. Or maybe he's also doing
Okay.
this with his music as well, trying to
Right.
get away from. I think he's with Universal Group. That's the people who
Uh,
own his music and stuff,
sure.
or
Yeah.
Def Jam or some shit. I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
That could be a strategy because for Kanye, it's very unlikely that this guy actually stands for White Lives Matter. If you
Right.
see what he does in his actual real life, like
Mm.
providing how do you say he's providing prisoners in private prisons and stuff with ample cash flow and income instead of them relying on the $2 an hour that a private prison system
Yeah.
gives the people in jail. They can instead work for
Yeah.
Yeezy and
Yeah.
get a
Yeah.
better
Sure.
income. You know what I'm saying? He's actually
Mm.
making a difference, and sort of obviously, they won't play that bit. They'll play this bit, and he knows
Yeah.
that. That's what I mean. He knows that, and he knows people who do this. It's like when he said, it's like when he said George W. Bush doesn't like black people,
Yeah.
and
Right.
was
Right.
it
Fair
was it true? Yes, it was, because the amount of policies that George W. Bush did under the Republicans, and including the Democrats as well, with Bill Clinton and stuff, they would
Sure.
demonize certain neighborhoods of America, in the sense that
Mm.
imagine you living in, like, I don't know, downtown LA or something, or
Yeah.
you're living in Harlem, which is a predominantly maybe a black neighborhood back then, and during that time they would introduce crack and cocaine and stuff, so they look
Yeah.
like they look like they're coming from a place of authority. They're showing the
Mm.
authority. It's sort of like, you imagine what Trump did during his 2016 presidential campaign. He's like,
Yeah.
let's make America great again, sort of like that. But
Yeah.
damn, but Kanye is just like, hey, wait, let me try get the post, and I'll
Yeah.
share my screen and show you guys
Sure.
what this shit looks like.
He recently posted like how I think it was Gigi Hadid or something. She
Yeah.
like posted something about it, and then he like reposted it and stuff.
Oh
She was
my
calling
god.
him
He fucking deleted it.
privileged Karen.
Yeah.
Of course he did.
That he deleted it. Oh, Gigi Hadid. I
Yeah.
think it's kind of funny coming from all these supermodels, etc., or these people who did, like, those type of racists who sort of, how do you say it? Sort of pose. Those
Yeah.
white people, they pose like they're champions for minorities and shit.
Oh,
But you can
okay,
just say straight through it. It's just white guilt. I don't know. I
right.
don't even think Gigi Hadid is white anyway. I think she's been leased on some shit. She looks white. But anyway, yeah, it's sort of like that. You can't really do that to Kanye. He's done way more than Gigi Hadid has done her whole life in terms of
Okay.
for minorities and stuff. But then again, I don't know
Sure.
if he's actually going crazy. You never know with Kanye. It's hard being a Kanye fan,
Going crazy.
Oh, it's hard being
Isn't he bipolar? Is he actually bipolar, or is he like?
Kanye.
Yeah.
He's he says he's not bipolar, but I think they diagnose him with bipolarism and
Right.
sort of acts out and stuff. But for me, I don't see anything wrong with this. Like, what? It's not like he killed someone, It's
Yeah.
not like
there's
this
so much
guy.
hate.
Yeah, where is this hate coming from? It's like, what? I don't know,
Sure.
man. It makes me kind of uncomfortable. It's like, I don't know if you have heard, this is another YouTuber kind of thing. There recently, Sneeko, he's a YouTuber. Have you heard of Sneeko?
Sneeko.
Sneeko, he's you can't find him on YouTube anymore. They banned his
really?
channel
Oh,
because he's been saying some controversial shit, like,
sure.
it could be, you could see it as hateful rhetoric in the sense that he's
Right.
talking about girls and stuff, but that was not his main channel. That was a different part of his channel, Sneeko,
Sure.
with a SCH, and YouTube completely banned him from internet, from the platform, and I was just like, whoa,
Okay, sure.
that's
Right.
crazy. Because Sneeko's channel
Is this an Australian or?
Nah, he's an American. He's American.
Oh, okay, right.
definitely New Yorker, like classic New
Oh,
Yorker.
okay, sure.
I think there's something really wrong with the way that YouTube handled that, just outright banned him
Yeah.
because his channel, like, I'll be honest with you, I think that's one of the most creative channels that I've ever seen in terms of like, it's like, imagine, have you seen Frank Yang?
No.
He's like a bodybuilder YouTuber. His videos sort of entail like philosophy, thought experiments, and then going out and asking people what they think about the stuff. And that's Nico. That's his channel. And the way he directs this whole
Yeah.
video, it's like watching a movie each time. It's crazy. It's
Okay.
so good. It's literally art. Like, how can you?
Right.
I don't know. I got so annoyed by this shit, bro. Because I've been watching YouTube for a long time, and I can
Yeah.
honestly tell you, there's been way worse shit than that. That's just been,
Right.
take for example, do you know about James Charles?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I
James
did.
Charles, like,
Yeah.
there's been multiple allegations that this guy has been sending or trying to get nude pics from like underage teens.
Right.
And they've shown the messages for that, they've shown the proof for that, and he's still on the platform. Like, what the fuck? It makes no sense. Of course you pick on Sneeko. Like,
I think it's like, from looking at his pictures there, I think it's like YouTube would pick on him.
It's probably like some kid whose dad's like in the upper tier of YouTube management. He's probably just like, oh yeah, Sneeko said this, I think you should get him off the platform. And he's like, oh shit, I don't even know he existed. Because it took Andrew Tate like fucking like a whole 1.5 years for him to get out of this platform. It's insane, bro. But yeah, there was another YouTube drama as well with Logan Paul. And have you heard of Bad Bunny?
Yes.
I feel like you would. He's the most popular
rapper,
artist.
right?
Yeah. He's an artist, I would say, because he does more than rap. But anyway, yeah, it's so funny. Logan Paul had a feud with Bad Bunny. It's like Logan Paul versus KSI, but another level. It's insane, bro. And there's a hurricane going around in Puerto Rico, I think, and it cut down all like the power in like most of Puerto Rico. Yeah, and it's insane. Imagine a country that's not running on any power or anything.
Yeah,
how they're gonna light their streets or like cook food, stuff like that.
Yeah, sure.
And Bad Bunny came out against that because we have the system in place in Puerto Rico. You get a lot of tax cuts and tax offsets if you're a foreigner coming and living in Puerto Rico, and you can get all these tax benefits and stuff. And that's why you see like a lot of those YouTubers and stuff moving over to Puerto Rico for that particular reason, which is kind of reasonable that people do that. But the only bad thing, it's like it's sort of like people moving to Dubai, like a lot of Indians going to Dubai. We ain't going there because we love the country. We're just going there for tax-free shit, bro. Like, let's be honest. Like, why would we want to live in the desert? Like, no one wants to do that. That's weird. Like, but anyway, it's sort of like that. But the thing with Puerto Rico and Dubai is Puerto Rico doesn't have an actual proper infrastructure for its citizens to reach a level of success as well, compared to Dubai, where Dubai, I'm pretty sure if you're a citizen of Dubai, you get like universal income. Yeah, universal income is like the government gives you money. You know what I'm saying? Not like some Centrelink shit, like actual real money, like real money, not like Centrelink shit. Like you get $300. Yeah. Like a proper income.
2 mil a year.
No, like a proper income. You could,
but you have to work, is it? Like, is it? Surely you don't get it for free.
As a citizen, I'm not too sure, but you definitely will get access to the oils and the oil money and stuff. Definitely, because
right.
I'm pretty sure about that. And also, you definitely get a share from Emirates as well, because Emirates is actually a government-run organization. I think so. I'm not too sure on this. Okay. Don't quote. Hey, we got a viewer.
What was that?
Yo, comment below. You know what I'm saying? Let me write that.
Look, Saudi Arabia, I'm pretty sure if you want to start a like company there, it has to be owned. I think 50% of the company has to be owned by a Saudi national or something.
Yeah.
I
I'm
just
not
know
too
it.
sure. I'm not too
Yeah,
sure about that.
but yeah,
Hey,
I
yo,
understand.
I ain't gonna say anything about shout Saudis and shit. I'm already controversial with some of the stuff, bro. I'm good. I'm
Sure,
good.
sure.
I'm good.
So,
I'm good.
so this thing with Bad Bunny and Logan Paul,
Yeah.
what is it about?
So I already explained it about the tax breaks they're getting, and
Yeah,
so there's been a allegation from from Logan Paul because he
yeah,
went on Philip DeFranco and they had sort of had a conversation, and he said that Bad Bunny actually also gets these similar tax offsets as well.
mm,
So it's kind of alarming to sort of see that. Like, there's two
yeah,
sides to every story, but I feel
yeah.
like it's Logan Paul, so it's probably a bunch of cap, like because it's Logan Paul. Like, I feel like
Right.
he says a lot of dumb shit, so I
Okay.
don't know. So
Four
that could be.
percent for business to business services. That's not a lot compared to how much you have to pay in Australia. Jesus.
What's this?
I'm just looking at the tax. How much tax you have to pay in Puerto Rico?
How much is
Jeez.
there's different levels of tax code, I think, over that.
Yeah, I think it works in buckets or something. Fair enough. Yeah.
Buckets?
Anyways,
What do you mean buckets?
buckets like like the more income you receive, the more tax you pay.
Really?
Yeah.
Shit. I'll pretend I know what you mean, but okay. Anyway,
No, do you know how? Do you know what I mean? Like the first $20,000 will be tax free, and then that leads on to the percentage and the percentage, so forth. You're getting one
yeah.
of our viewers to subscribe. There's like one person that's watching.
Below.
Concentrate on the content.
Below. Don't leave me. Don't leave me. I don't want to die. Don't leave me, please. Okay, let's go on to that's that segment, fellas. Next segment, please. We're going on to the movie that Oksa wants to talk about, a Korean movie, it seems.
Yeah,
It's 2
so
hours long.
I watched a Korean film called Escape from Mogadishu.
Yeah.
It's a really, really good movie. As the Korean films, they're getting a lot better and better, and this
Yeah.
is no exception. This is so freaking good. So there was an event back in, I forgot when it was, 2000s, around there. And basically Mogadishu is set in Mogadishu, Somalia, right? Where there was like civil
Oh,
unrest and stuff. And it was about kind of I think there was like a military coup or something. And then
really?
yeah, and there was like people, like citizens running around the street. There was like a rebel force like running around the street, like shooting people and stuff. And there was like, a lot of killings and stuff. Pretty horrible shit. But the story was about the South Korean and North Korean embassies,
Yeah.
and how the South Korean embassy, like, because they weren't under the UN at the time, so they weren't protected, so they had to try to escape. And then it was about North Korea, like the North Korean embassies and the South Korean embassy kind of working together and seeing past their differences
That's cap.
to kind
Really?
of escape from this place. Yeah. I'm not sure
Wait,
if
so
it
this is the true
happened to
story?
real life. Did it? True story of a group of North and South Korean diplomats who broke out of war-torn Somalia capital in 1991. So it is a true story, and
True
it was
story.
like the character development in there is pretty crazy, and the shit that they went through, it was crazy because they will have to, like, this is like a spoiler, but they will have like cars and they had to like drive to the Italian embassy because otherwise they'll die. So
Yeah.
they were like getting tons of books and like sticky taping onto the cars and stuff. So when
Yeah.
they get shot, the bullets
Yeah.
won't go through. And they basically drove around the city trying to like escape from all these like. It was an action-packed thriller. It was really good. You have to go watch it. It's not like
I
a
watched that
Parasite slow
other
burn. Yeah.
I watched the other Korean film, the
Hmm.
one that's all supposed to be like a one shot,
What
edited
is
like
it?
a one shot. You know what I'm talking
Villainous
about? The real action one.
Villainous or something?
No.
Um, not too sure. What Korean film is that? I thought there was only one film that does 1917 that's done in one shot.
No. That was
No?
it
Okay.
came out on Netflix. It was a Netflix original.
Oh, really? Okay. I haven't
Let me
seen it
look it
then.
up. Let me look it up.
What
I
is it, like a
know,
zombie film or something?
dude. We were talking about it, bro. No. It's not a
Oh,
zombie.
are you talking about the Time to Hunt? Time to Hunt or something?
No. It was a
Oh,
Netflix original. Netflix original. I'm sure it's here somewhere.
a one shot? I don't know.
It was it's not one shot. It's just like they were trying to make it a one shot.
Oh, okay, sure.
One shot. Let's see if it comes up. Oh yeah, Carter.
Oh, right, yeah, I
Yeah,
haven't seen that.
Carter.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that
I
was
haven't
that.
seen that film, but
I,
is it zombie?
I saw like 10 minutes and I was like, yo, the editing
It's
is
trash?
actually kind of trash. Like,
Okay.
yeah, it was really bad. Like, I could clearly
Okay.
see whoever was like the cinematographer, he really fucked up. Like, because you know when you see movies and stuff, you can see clearly like these angles aren't right. Like the editing is kind of really harsh
Yeah,
because
sure.
the cinematographer didn't get the correct footage for the
Yeah.
movie, and
Yeah.
they just give it. It's like it like it gives me a lot of memories. Like when people used to give me videos, and then I
Yeah.
had to edit that shit, and it
Oh,
would
and
just
it
be
doesn't
of
kind of
them.
like well,
Yeah, they would just do two movements,
yeah.
and I'm supposed to
Okay.
make that lit. Like, what the fuck? I'm not a magician, bro. You give me two movements, like if you're doing like a video shoot and stuff, and I have to think of everything. You know, like it's just like,
Right. Fair
yeah,
enough.
it's hard, bro.
I mean, the film has Camille Bell though. She's Camilla Bell. Mm-mm. She's the best.
Sorry,
She was in the movie 10,000 BC.
Excuse me.
And like
Really?
Camille Bell, yeah.
Fuck.
She was like really
check out this film.
pretty. Like I feel like 10 years then showed up in Korean.
It doesn't have any. It just says it's just all Koreans. Oh, there's a Nigerian guy.
She is in
Camille.
Camilla Bell as Agnes or something.
Oh, in Carter.
In Carter, yeah.
Oh fuck, dude! I only watched 10 minutes, bro. Come on.
Oh, okay, sure.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't think I reached that bit.
Anyway,
100%. Oh, she's cute, eh?
Yeah.
She's cute as. Oh, what the hell? It has Mike Coulter? Bruh.
I don't know.
It's got
you don't
freaking.
watch it. I haven't seen it.
You don't know Mike Coulter? He's Luke Cage. That's crazy.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah. All these big boys. Yeah. I watched a movie where he was in it. It had Tyrese Gibson as well. It's about a police woman running away from the police because she had some footage in her camera. This movie got dropped during like the whole George Floyd situation, you know?
Right.
And it was like it called? I think it's called, let me just, something Black and Blue or some shit.
Is it like a Netflix film or something?
No, it's an actual film that got released, like proper.
Oh, okay, sure. And they got dropped.
Let me try find it, bro. No, it did pretty good.
Oh, it did.
Yeah, it came out. It definitely did great in America. I don't know how it did in Australia and shit.
Okay, I've never heard of it before, so
it's an top movie. Yeah, it's called Black and Blue. That's what I thought. So.
Oh, okay, sure.
Yeah, it's on Netflix. It's got Naomi Harris and shit. Frank Grillo. Yeah, it's like, yeah, I guess if you're really well versed in that whole police brutality situation in America, they sort of show both sides. Not all police are bad apples. I'm sure, and like the massive amount of distrust between the police and the locals is crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Like I feel like that's an actual real situation because you know this movie is being made in America with I think it's also Dion Taylor. Yeah, even the director is black as well. So there must be
Mm.
some truth to the situations they're facing. Like I've heard,
Sure.
like my friends who've been to America, they told me like there's actual streets like this where it's lawless because the cops cannot go there because the community
Mm.
does not trust them at all because how much these cops have traumatized them. Can you just imagine
Mm.
like you're going out at night? If you're like if you're like our complexion, because even you're brown and stuff. If you're our
Yeah.
complexion and the police guy sees you, a white policeman sees you, or any
Mm.
person of authority from the law sees you, and they think you're suspicious, they can arrest you on the spot, say
Mm.
whatever they want, and that's it's crazy, bro.
That's pretty
Dude,
messed up.
and the crazy thing is like it's still happening even with body cams on. It's so sad.
Right.
No, Australia is
It's just
different.
Australia is different.
Australia is
There's
probably
nothing much. You just
no,
you just
no.
gotta
I-
get the guns in
Australia,
America. I think.
Aussie government is in bed with the media in the sense that they can hide easily. They just put this stuff under the table because I think
Right.
it could be more. I could be misreporting this, but it was around. I think when I was really into the stuff, like researching about Australia's history with segregation, because Stolen Generation's quite
Yeah,
a
yeah, it's a big thing.
recent wound. It's not fully healed yet.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it was around 600 indigenous people died in police custody.
Oh, okay.
Police custody. This isn't like jail. This is police custody. So
Right.
they're under the custody of the police. So obviously something
Right.
happened there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not getting any conspiracy and shit, but I know
Conspiracy.
the Australian system is quite different in terms of transparency compared to the American system. Because like we wouldn't during the NSA leaks with Edward Snowden and stuff. That's when I found out that the Australia actually houses a CIA base in Australia.
Yeah.
And they give confidential documents to the American counterparts with the American intelligence agencies. It's kind of scary, bro. Like your information could be there. You wouldn't know. It's sort of like the Optus hack that happened, but they're doing it legally. Yeah, I was affected by it. But like, I was affected by it. But anyway,
I'm not with Optus, so
I have to go and change everything because they're stealing my identity.
Really?
Update on that. The kid who was trying to get it's actually a kid.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think it was like some 16-year-old Asian kid. His name really sounded like Chinese because it was like Xixing or something like that, like an X started with. So I don't know. I reckon he's like a really smart kid. I think what's gonna happen, they're not even gonna put him in jail. They'll be like, "Yo, we're gonna hire you." Like, like
I mean,
that's
crazy.
If I was Norton right now, like an antivirus company right now, I'd be looking at that guy. I'd be like, "Yo, hire this guy." What a smart guy, bro.
Yeah, I know. That's crazy.
Meanwhile,
I mean, I see like majors coming out and then having being grads and getting paid 100K a year, and I'm just like, bro, come on, what did I study? Why am I doing architecture? This is fucking crazy.
These guys are on a different level of skill set, because even
I don't
for
think
us,
so. Dude, coding is something that you learn if you start in your first year.
Dude, even for us to operate like this, we need software, and these are the geniuses behind the software. You know what I'm saying? And
the thing is, they need, because of the COVID situation and stuff, right? They need a lot of kind of IT people, and I think even if you're a mediocre and I don't know, like a fresh grad that doesn't know too much, you'll still get paid quite a bit because there's so much demand. And I know a guy who was getting paid 300K a year.
Oh,
I was just
shit!
Fuck, you're gonna be fucking kidding me! Like,
what?
He's 30 years old. I'm just like, bro, what?
Oh, he's 30 years old. Okay.
I'm just like, shit. That's
pretty high. That's like more than
yeah, dude. That's high. But obviously, he gets taxed 100K. So
yeah, but he's left at 200, bro. What do you mean?
I know.
How do you know he's getting taxed 100? He's probably got a really good plan or some shit. Damn, that's crazy.
No,
Hey,
but
hey.
yeah,
Does
computer
he? Oh,
science.
is it his own business or like?
No.
Is it a huge
He's
firm?
working for a startup. A
Oh,
startup
okay.
company.
Yeah,
Maybe we can
startups.
get him in next week.
Yeah, start. Really?
Sure. Yeah.
Show you. Yeah.
It's not. It's
Yes.
nothing to do with pop culture, but we can.
Yeah.
bring
Get
him
the
in.
butter, get the butter. He come in. Don't worry. I call he
Anyways, yeah.
comes.
Talking about
Anyway,
illegal stuff, John has a crime film
it's not crime.
from.
Completely misaligned.
Sorry. No,
Again.
I was going to talk about Narco Saints, the
Oh,
Korean
oh,
Netflix show.
yeah. Go for it. Go for it.
Um, it's basically if you've seen Narcos on Netflix, have you seen Narcos on Netflix?
Me, I've seen up to season 2, I think.
Dude, it's the best show ever. I'm just
I
gonna
know, I
say
know. I
the
I
theme
need to catch
song.
up on it. It's just the level of like violence and drama. It sort of irks me a little
Yeah.
bit, you know. And
Oh,
it's not
really?
like
Okay.
stylistic like Tarantino violence. It's like some
No,
Jeffrey Dahmer shit. Like,
it's realistic.
yeah,
It's
it's
realistic
realistic.
shit. Like
That's what's scary, bro. What you
it's
mean?
fucked up. It's based on a true story. But
Yeah,
this is basically
bro,
the
I'm trying to
Korean.
sleep at night. Like, I don't want to be like, I wake up and it's like a
It's not
Mexican
a horror
cartel member
movie.
in front of me, like, yo, hombre,
It's an
you
action
go die
thriller.
today. Yes, what do you see, bro? Look at me.
No, dude, but
Hey,
this Korean
I'm an
show
alpha.
is
Yeah.
is basically the Korean version of Narcos, and it's
Yeah.
based on a true story about this guy who, with his friend, went to this random country in somewhere in the I don't know, somewhere in the what do you call it, one of the Oceania country near like Timor Leste and things like that.
Oh shit.
I don't
East
remember,
Timor.
but like not East Timor. What country did they go to? Let me just see. Oh, it's Suriname. It's a country called Suriname, right? You've never heard of it, right? No.
No, I've never heard
I
of it.
thought
Is
so.
that where is that? That's an actual country? Really?
It's an actual
No way.
country. It's in South America. It's like really far. It's a small country,
Bruh.
but basically these two guys,
These guys,
because
hey, first
Koreans,
Mogadishu and now
yeah, I know. Koreans love to eat stingrays. I think it's
Yeah.
called stingrays. And basically in Suriname, people will catch the fish and then they'll get, the stingray will come into the net, and then but
Yeah.
then they'll just throw it away. It'll be a waste. So these two Korean guys went to that country, bought all the stingrays to ship back to Korea for like a profit, and like
Yeah.
they'll get it for really cheap because it was basically like trash anyways. But then one day, this is a spoiler. One day they found drugs in the fish,
Yeah.
and then the guy got thrown in jail. His friend got killed,
Oh.
and then they realized that the pasta that was helping them
Yeah.
was actually smuggling drugs. And there was this thing about coats, drugs. Like it's crazy, like how like this thing happened. It was just it's an incredible movie, like
It's like a crime
incredible series.
thriller.
Like,
Nah, it's on my list, bro. It's on my Netflix list.
yeah, you gotta watch
I've been
it.
meaning to watch it. I've been
Yeah.
meaning to watch this shit, so I have to see
But
it.
it has, other good shit like drugs, coats, action, and there was another rival gang. It was like a Chinese gang, and then the Koreans, and they're like fighting and stuff, and the
Oh, you
army
mean
got
like
involved.
what's it
it's
called? What's the Chinese criminal syndicate called?
No, it's not. I don't think it's
the
them. I think it's
No?
just a local gang.
local Chinese
No.
gang. Surely it would
I
be
think
like
so. No, in Suriname, it was it's like it's not like a big, it's not like Pablo Escobar. Even though they were buying drugs from Pablo Escobar, I think. No, sorry,
Really?
from the Cali cartel. They were buying drugs from the Cali cartel.
So when is this set?
This was set don't remember. But basically, like the main character got recruited into the NSA, the National Secret Services for Korea.
Yeah.
And then he was working for them undercover with these based on a true story. And the director met the actual guy, and he was like, "What the fuck? Like, what the heck would you do this and stuff?" He came back to Korea flat out broke. He had nothing. And
Who the director?
No, the guy, the main character.
Really, all that?
Yeah, he was working undercover and shit, and then he gained nothing from it. But
in the end, it doesn't
But
even matter.
but it made a great story. And they were talking about how a lot of people don't believe him and stuff because they think he's just crazy, but this shit actually happened. And yeah, it was pretty
Damn.
interesting.
That's sad.
Anyways, great transition.
Narco Saints
to
the whole season.
Narcos.
I need to talk about an exciting new Malayalam movie from the great South India shit from Kerala. We covered this before, but unfortunately, due to technical difficulties, that video has been lost.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the movie is called Tallumela. Tallumela with Minna Murli star Tovino Thomas,
Yes,
Shine Tom Chocker from that Mammootty movie, and Lukman. And this movie is some of the most creative sort of media or like film that I've seen recently. It really reminds me of like Edgar Wright style, like Baby Driver, like the way the music influences the story and also the rhythm and editing of the film. It's really cool. I think and it's edited in such a way that in a non-linear fashion of storytelling that you don't really know what's happening, and you have to piece together stories as you watch it. So you really have to pay attention. Like you have to pay attention to me, Oxo, talking.
I know, I am.
No, I'm kidding. But you got to pay attention to the movie because there's so much like stuff happening around the movie. It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
It's an insane film. And Tallumela in the translation is like fight festival. That's what I would say. It's a fighting festival. Imagine like MMA, but all street fights, and the whole movie is just about street fights. It's
so
crazy.
It's basically like Street Fighter.
Bro, I know you will love this movie. Like, I'm recommending you watch it like immediately.
Oh, wait, so is it a tournament arc? Because if it's a tournament arc...
No, it's not a tournament arc. It's just this guy. He meets all his friends through fights, and it's just like basically how he builds relationships because of the way his nature is. He's like a very physical guy. It's sort of like that, how he builds relationships and stuff. It's sort of this philosophy that, like, if you talk to like MMA people or like you watch like Joe Rogan and stuff, they talk about this. They're like, when you fight with someone and you're in a combat sport, there's sort of this I guess animalistic urge or relationship you have with the opponent. Like you both respect each other because you're like warriors or some shit like that. And because of the physical contact as well, you sort of get even more close to that person as well, just because of that. So it's sort of like those friendships and stuff that he experienced, and the fighting and the editing. Oh, the editing, bro, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, right.
I was just like,
I mean, like
some of the shit,
previous
like
film, Minya Morelli was so good.
Yeah, but
so
it's a different director.
You know,
different director.
Yeah, right.
Different director, same actor, but different director, completely different director. And the style is just so good, bro. It's insane. It's like, have you watched the what's that A$AP Rocky video?
Let's see.
The gang. What's it called? A$AP Rocky. Shit. What's this? What's the name? Oh man. Nah, it's not that. It's from the Testing album. I can't believe I forgot it. That's such Testing. I definitely know the song, bro. It had Kikadi.
It's Turned Out Fine.
A$AP Forever. A$AP Forever.
Oh, okay, sure.
Bro, it's sort of like that, like, but for like 2 hours. It's crazy. It's good. It's good shit. I really like it. It's crazy. It's good. I was just like, damn, this guy put a lot of effort on this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's good. I like it.
Well, why was it like the editing and stuff? Is the story actually good or like?
So the story is fairly
Or is it
simple.
more photography?
The cinematography and the pure creativity that
Right.
just expels from a story about a guy meeting his mates. Like it's just a dude meeting his mate,
Okay.
falling in love, all that stuff. But he takes that premise, that regular
Okay.
premise, and completely changes it just through like direction. And you can see like there's a certain level of passion to this because
Yeah.
it's like, have you seen Multiverse of Madness? No, sorry.
Yeah.
Everything Everywhere All at Once. You know
Oh,
the scenes
yeah.
where it changes and the actor in the same position, stuff like that.
Yeah, sure.
They have to get the
Yeah.
perfect lighting, perfect this.
Yeah.
They have to
Yeah.
be perfectly poised,
Yeah.
and there's a lot of that in this movie. So there's like, imagine that times 10, and it's in this movie as well, because every single transition flows together in such a, I don't know, how do you say it? A synergistic way. That's what I would say. Like it was like synergistically, it's like completely flowing together. It's a map.
Yeah, right. Is it all practical
it's like
effects or is it like CGI?
there's some CGI, but I think most is done
Yeah.
practically as well, and with camera movement. So you can really see
Okay,
it. The
sure.
CGI,
Right.
it's sort of CGI like a comic panel, because the
Mhm.
way some of the editing is done, it's like a comic book. You know, it switches
Yeah.
from movie to animation. Have you seen
Yeah.
Kill Bill?
Yeah.
Volume 1 with the arc of the Chinese American girl.
I don't remember it.
You know
It was been
the shooter, the one that Bill tries to kill at the end of the movie. I forgot her
kind
name.
of, yeah.
Yeah, so it's sort of like her when the movie transitions to the animation of her, like of how she became to be like this criminal overlord, and you see like her life story and stuff. It's crazy. It's sort of like that. It's insane. You have to watch it. It's on Netflix. You can watch it anytime. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right,
you
right,
watch
sure,
it
sure.
today. Watch it today. It's okay. It's
Well,
it's good. Sorry,
hope you are still.
sorry. I'm really sick today, and I have like a broken, like my jaw is like really aching as well.
Yeah. Did you
I
get into
have
a fight, bro?
TMG. Huh? Yeah, people keep asking me either I got in a fight or something else, but
Yeah. It's fine. It's not bandaged.
no one feels sorry for me. It's just like in the jaw. It's okay, bro.
I was actually thinking of joining like a Brazilian jiu-jitsu gym,
Yeah,
but
go for
then
it.
I was like, this is
Saves.
too far from my house.
Yeah, right.
I want to roll around with people. I want to like do judo, all around and shit. But
Dude,
all the
do
judo clubs
jiu-jitsu.
near me is for like kids. So I'm just like, okay, never mind. Don't worry about it.
Go do jiu-jitsu, bro.
Huh? Jiu-jitsu?
Dude, yeah.
Maybe. We'll see.
Yeah, I reckon I reckon you really like it. I would do
Really?
it, but I just can't be bothered because I'm already doing my rigs training and stuff.
Oh,
And
okay,
cycling
sure.
on top of that. So that's sort of my
Right.
physical goals and fitness is related to that. I would love to
I'm
go
playing
into like
twice a week as well. So
I really wanted to go into like boxing and stuff, but then I saw the cost of boxing and I was like, it's not really worth for me.
yeah, it's expensive.
It's not that worth for me. I don't see that much benefit from it because I'm not gonna fight anyone for real. And also I have like a bunch of mates already. So if you want to make, I think if you want to go make some mates in Brisbane and shit, definitely go to like like fitness club or some shit. That's what I would do. Oh shit, you know what else you can do? Damn, go on Grinder, bro.
I'm in a
go on
relationship.
go on Grinder, bro. Not Tinder, go on Grinder, bro. It's dudes. It's okay, bro. And saying that, you guys see that? Follow us on Instagram. After that, it's just, but anyway,
Sponsored by Grinder.
sponsor. Hey, shit. We ought to be
Would you
sponsor?
I don't care.
I have
companies like local. I don't care.
Deluxe. What's it called?
Next time, if you want to sponsor us.
Shit. If you want to sponsor us, Restream, because we have your freaking logo on here. But we gotta get that premium cam, boy. But you know what it is. It is what it is. But I have another movie to talk about as well. I want to talk about Intergalactic. It's the movie that Kid Cudi released in tandem with Netflix. It's a Netflix original. And
Okay.
this movie, oh my god, you gotta watch it, bro. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. You know how I heard about this movie? Through Del Toro. That's how I heard about this movie.
Oh, okay.
You know
right.
Guillermo del Toro, the guy
Yeah,
who directed like Pacific Rim.
Yeah.
That guy. He was talking about. I was like, oh shit,
Pacific
if this
Rim,
dude's talking about it,
Pan's
this
Labyrinth?
must be good. Yeah, Pan's Labyrinth.
Hellboy?
Huh?
Hellboy?
Cowboy.
Hellboy.
Hellboy. Oh yeah, Hellboy. And Crimson Peak as well.
Okay.
He talked about. I was like, this must be good, dude. The animation's insane. It's been 3 years
Oh,
in
really?
development, so it sort of
Yeah.
looks like animation really looks like Spider-Verse, but they've been developing that shit since Spider-Verse, I think, was released anyway. And
Okay.
the movie is quite involved with the soundtrack, so it's sort of like the music dictates like the style of the movie as well. And the movie stylistically is really stylish, like the way
Right.
even what Kid Cudi wears or like the characters in that show, in that TV special wears is quite unique.
Yeah.
Like it's
Oh,
actual
okay.
street layer. Like people are dressed to the nine, it's cool. It's cool shit.
Right.
And there's a lot of basically, I don't want to ruin the story for you or anything. It's a very simple storyline. It's just the way that it's handled that's very unique in the terms of animation or the terms of soundtrack and music. That's been the movie's basically it's a romantic movie, straight up. It's like a rom-com.
Yeah.
It's a straight up rom-com, but it's very real in the sense like the conversations the couples have, or the couple who are going to be a couple are going to have, or they have with the ex, stuff like that. It's very real and it's very relatable. I feel like if you're like a Zoomer, you'll definitely like you'll get that shit.
This is like a soap opera. Stylistic soap opera.
It's a soap opera without the cheesiness. It's like actual shit. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
There's been moments where you just start straight up simping over a girl, sort of like that.
Oh, okay, sure. Right.
But, this communication happens, and the relationship goes.
Interstellar, is it?
No, Intergalactic.
Intergalactic, sorry. No, not Interstellar. No, sorry. No, it just sounds very familiar. Sorry. Yeah, Intergalactic.
You're actually a troll. Bruh.
Christopher Nolan's rolling.
You heard all that when you saw Interstellar, right? Saying that, remind you guys to subscribe below.
Oppenheimer's coming out soon, so I'm looking forward to
Oppenheimer. Hey, I'm talking about Intergalactic, bro. Shit, I ain't
sorry.
Because of Interstellar, bro. You really just going to your mind there. Anyway, this I would highly recommend especially if you're a Kid Cudi or a hip hop fan, you definitely like this. There's a lot of cameos I think people will like from hip hop, and also there's quite a frequent number of Easter eggs in terms of Virgil Abloh and his time and his time within the hip hop scene in America as well. And they sort of pay tribute to Virgil through wearing pieces of clothing and stuff. And it's really cool to see like the sort of brands coming into film, and it's sort of being recognized as, oh, this is pretty cool to see. It's like a completely black owned brand, and for that to be on screen, it's kind of cool. I don't know, I really like that. But sometimes it kind of feels, it kind of feels corny, but I understand why Kid Cudi put it, because it's trying to respect his friend. But if that shit was like Gucci or something, I would be like, that's kind of cringe, bro. Like, we're trying to do like consumerist, bro. Right. But the animation is really cool. The soundtrack is quite special. I think if you listen to the soundtrack of the movie while the movie's playing, it's really good. I wouldn't personally say that I like the soundtrack by itself, the Intergalactic soundtrack. It's quite hard for me to wrap my head around. This basically because I haven't had those kind of feelings or those kind of romantic thoughts that come into play in that movie. So it's sort of like that. But yeah, it's a good film. Go watch it. There's a lot of good Netflix originals coming out. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
all of a sudden, all the good films and like series started popping up, and
yeah.
there was like a dry spell for a few months. Like, I don't know. It's just like all the good shit come out at one point, and then it just stops.
It
and
just
then
stops.
comes out.
It stops, and then I have to think, oh,
I
why
don't
do I
know.
have the service? I should delete this shit. But
So-
I've been very surprised. Like, there's also a lot of, I feel like what differentiates Netflix from these other platforms, at least from the perspective of Australia, is that Netflix is investing quite a bit in foreign language films and series,
yeah,
which is really cool
yeah,
to see. Like, even
yeah,
for me,
definitely.
I'm like South Indian, right? And
Yeah,
I'm coming from this specific small little state called Kerala, and they're funding Netflix originals for them. That's kind of
Mhm.
crazy to me. Like, that's kind of really
That's
cool, you know?
crazy.
Like,
Yeah,
these small
yeah.
places, they're giving them infrastructure and funding to help them out, I hope, or they're
Yeah.
giving them the ability to finance this movie by selling the streaming rights to them.
Or at
And
least like
it's
tell the
sort of the
story
same
at
with
least.
I saw this with South African films as well, because I've
Yeah.
been recently, that meme of the kid who does the calculator shit. You know the meme of the African kid who's doing the calculator stuff.
No.
He's like, oh my god, let me find it.
It's just like that
Calculating,
comedy show.
calculating me, bro. I'll share my screen so people can see this shit.
Oh yeah. Oh, this kid, yeah.
Yeah, let me
Yeah.
show it to the people's. This kid right here.
Right.
This motherfucker right here. He has his own movie.
Okay. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
How crazy is that? Is that like insane? Like, he has his own
Yeah.
movie.
Okay. That's crazy.
Yeah. Me and my roommate, we were watching it, and yeah, we watched 10 minutes. I couldn't go through it because it was really bad. But to see him, the way he acts, like, if you see the actual meme, the way he acts, it's so comical. It's like
Yeah.
he's trying so
Actually, I think
hard.
I watched a few of his like. I think he have like a TV show or something.
Maybe he did. Maybe that's where
I
the
think it
meme
was a
came from. The
TV show.
TV show.
I watched a bit of it. I thought it was funny at one point. But yeah,
Bro,
anyways,
it's
it's
funny,
cool to
man.
see.
Yeah, it's cool. It's
There's
cool
a
to
lot
see
of,
like they taking risks.
Definitely, yeah. There's, like, even with anime and stuff now, it's the animes that are coming through Netflix are not as bad.
Cyberpunk. Oh, we already watched that.
Cyberpunk,
Yeah. Dude,
Devilman
Cyberpunk.
Crybaby.
Oh, I can't wait for that.
Good shit.
When's that coming out?
What? Devilman Crybaby came out like 3-4 years ago.
Nah, not
Yeah.
Devilman Cry. Chainsaw. What's his name?
Oh, Chainsaw
Man.
No, that's not. I don't think that's from Netflix. Chainsaw Man's not from Netflix. It's something else.
It's not.
But yeah, I'm looking
It's
forward
not coming.
to that
Chainsaw
shit.
Man. Oh, is it on Crunchyroll? Is it?
Lit. Yeah.
October
is like
12th. Oh, dude, that's really close
shonen
by.
deconstructed, bro. And it's like gory, lots of like violent shit. So this gonna be lit.
Nah, I just saw the same guy as One Punch Man. It's like,
yeah,
it's the same people, right? It's the same guy.
No, it's not.
Same studio. Sorry.
It's a completely different author. The studio that made the Madhouse. Mappa Studio, dude. Yeah, they did Attack on Titan as well. They
Attack on Titan, yeah.
So like,
they're crazy.
It's not like generic anime. Like,
Yeah.
Mappa actually does like, they put like the stylistic spin on it, so like each show looks different, and it's not just like generic kind of the formula
Yeah,
to
the
produce
style.
an anime, like all those shitty what isekais.
I don't know what it is.
Like,
I think I know what you mean.
You know what it is? It's like,
yeah,
like
regular
online
anime, big eyes and
yeah, I know. Like you know what isekais are, right? Like people get transported into a video game world and they're like,
Sword Art Online.
Yeah, exactly. Like, they have like versions of
that's a good series, bro.
Nah.
That was pretty cool.
Sword Art
What you mean?
trash, bro.
Really? You didn't like it? Shit. Oh well, I like to suck a dick. Yeah, I'll do it. You gonna go, bro? Shit. What you want to fight? Anyway, thanks for listening, guys, and
Thank you.
we love you long time. Sorry.
Subscribe, like, on whatever
Yeah.
platform you're listening to.
Follow
If
us
you're
on Instagram.
Spotify,
Let me do this. Let me
give
do this.
us. Yeah.
Subscribe below. Subscribe about it. Yo.
Nice. Don't know how to say it.
Another
anymore.
subscribe. Subscribe below. That's it.
Thirst trap.
Thank you guys. Thanks for watching, guys. Brilliant having
Thank
you guys
you.
on the one viewer we had.
The one view we had.
Yeah.
Do we still have it or no? It's gone.
Nah, it's gone, obviously. It's like saves. Alright. Anyway. Okay, see you guys. Have a good one, bro.